Okay, this is day 79.
Hello.
So we gotta go quick. Jeremy's back.
I'm back.
He's come out of the depths of despair. Thank you for the encouraging comments that he read through some of the ones on Facebook, and some of you guys texted us and reached out to us. And
it got me right here in the old heartstrings.
Yeah. I'm going to do my very best not to talk about the Liberian artisans here that make handmade stuff that I want to try to plug. I'm going to work on that project later this week, but I did get a bracelet today.
Yeah, that's cool.
Made from stone from the mountain, and then they add the green, like a natural dye. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
This one was made by Prince, and then Gabriel made some other stuff. I'll show you Gabriel's bracelet too. This actually matches my new noonday shirt that I've been wearing a lot this spring, Cogsworth.
Cool.
So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yes. The Office of Children's Issues met today with hopefully the embassy and the Ministry of Gender. From what we've heard, there is a woman at the Ministry of Gender, her name is Garme, who's been very encouraging and helpful. She spent 12 years in the U.S. actually in Lebanon, Tennessee. She went to Cumberland University there, which we have a lot of contacts there. Yes. So kind of grew up in that area, and that's where our agency is too, our adoption agency. We don't live there anymore. She was very receptive. She is new in her position. Jeremy met her in person. She also met with the adoptive family that got to leave. And she met with Albert, who's our orphanage director here. And we haven't talked to her directly, but the rumor has it she just doesn't understand why the suspension ever occurred. She says it sounds like it's all just a big misunderstanding, and she's wanting to clear it up.
Yes. She asked Albert to write a letter of what his version of the events, and write a letter of what he does for his intake for kids when they come in. And he did that. Sam helped him with just making sure that it looked good from a grammar standpoint. I printed off 5 copies, one for her, one for some other people.
Yeah,
one for the embassy.
Because sometimes their grammar is different than ours.
MOG, one for the judge that actually does the adoption. So it's a very important...
One for the Ministry of Justice.
Yeah, a very important letter that went out describing it, that he basically didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, so. And he was accused by the U.S. Embassy, but they never accused him directly or talked to him directly. And it seems like if you are looking for the interest of child welfare, you would go straight to the person that you have a problem with. And like that's what my kids were yelling at us on their walkie-talkie, and she said this and she said that, blah blah blah. I'm like, it's kind of between you guys. You guys need to work that out between yourselves. And if you have a problem with your sister, you need to talk to your sister first and see how that goes. If you guys can't come to a resolution, then you can bring it to us if you want to, but I mean, our resolution is just still going to be helping you find your own resolution. So if the U.S. Embassy had such a problem with Albert's practices or throughput, and they are trying to, in a corrective action way as opposed to a punitive way, steer that ship in a way that they think is better than what he is doing, then you would think they would talk to him directly, but they have not. So all
we know is this was put a hold on all adoption activity for 3 months.
Yes.
Hearsay.
Yes.
So we're hoping it gets resolved this week. There's a lot of people here that'll make it happen, hopefully. So
yeah, and we're still here. It's kind of us and the Bruces are still here. The 2 families that are here. The Bruce family went to visit the orphanage today. One of the nannies I told her that our oldest was turning 11 this week, and I told her that a couple weeks ago. And one of the little girls at the orphanage, Joyce, she's being adopted by friends of ours. She's also turning 5 the same day that our oldest turns 11. And the nannies, she does bake a cake, but I just bought them an oven. And thank you to those of you that sent some extra money for the oven. And the oven's working. She's already baked some things there. It's really helpful. It's almost like a huge toaster oven. It's probably about the same size as our microwave at home, like our big microwave. That's kind of above the oven.
2 casserole dishes, probably.
Yeah, 2. Look at you, really pulling it into for the people.
You like it?
Yeah.
Paints a picture.
Yeah. So they're working on that. But the Bruce family and our family, we're doing our best, both of us, to stay as long as we possibly can, logistically, financially, and mentally.
I think more mentally at this point.
To just be the family, be someone that's here, because it helped. It helps when our orphanage director, Albert, goes to them and says, I have a family in country. They've been here for over a month. I have 2 families in country, and their paperwork is complete. Like the work is done. It's just a matter of the paperwork. And that's what keeps us here too. If we to come here and they're like, oh, we haven't even started the investigation and we don't even know when we're ever going to finish and it could be next year, then it wouldn't have made as much sense for us to stay, but that's not what they told us. So they've told us it could be anytime. So we'll go to the orphanage tomorrow. Probably have an early birthday week celebration. Jeremy made some fantastic food again tonight. We had French fries and chicken and chicken wings. He's really nailed it. Now, tell him what happened last night, though. Who cooked dinner last night? Jeremy was so depressed that he was like, I don't even know what's going to happen for dinner. And was just like,
I want to pass the torch.
Shell of a person. And I'm like, 7:30. The people are getting hungry. So I cooked pancakes.
You jumped up and made pancakes. That's
I did. And you guys, I'm like, so there's ants here. Our place is nice, but there's ants everywhere. And I'm like battling the ants. So I'm like moving the butter around. I'm like moving the mix around. I'm like, it's hard to watch everything at once because I don't want to set everything right by the stove because it's like it's a really small area and it's a flame. It's the propane, stovetop. And it, so anyways, and the pan's so big that it touches the little things to turn it on and off. So that got hot. So I was trying to turn it down. It was really hot. So I was like, oh, this is so weird.
I mastered that a long time ago.
You don't have to brag. You can just be grateful. I was nervous the whole time. My watch kept giving me relax reminders.
No, thank you for taking
I'm not a good cook. If anyone doesn't know, I'm not a good cook. Like I would eat a peanut butter sandwich every single day, but my kids need more than a peanut butter sandwich. And also my hair. I just want you guys to see this. I have lion hair. It's not really curly. It's not really straight. It's just big. I would have been phenomenal in this like early 80s if I could have been like 30 in like 1982. Would have been great. No, that's not what happened. So Jeremy found one of the guys here to take him to the store. And they, one of them's an electrician, and Jeremy's like, I need like he was thinking like a plug thing, and he's like, for my wife to be able to use her straightener. It's like, oh, you need a stabilizer, so we have a stabilizer. So we will give that to whoever. We'll just hand that to the next
person. Takes it from 220 to 110.
Because it's too big to put in our. It looks like a little battery pack, like a little. Anyway, it's great. So I got to straighten my hair today, so I don't look like a lion anymore.
Yes.
And when the kids try to braid my hair at the orphanage tomorrow, it won't hurt because it's so like wavy and tangly, and I can't ever get it totally like untangled because it has that curly wave to it. And then they just yank on my hair, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please somebody smack it. I'm not gonna smack them, but
better stop so we can upload it.
Yeah. And there's two little girls that want to be. They're 6 and 3, and they are very specific that they want to be adopted to Tennessee. Now, I don't know who's all waiting in Tennessee, but there are two little girls that are unmatched that are bound to determine that they only want to go to Tennessee because they got to be close to Hannah. So, you guys, if there's waiting families in Middle Tennessee, let me know. Because these two little girls are like, they're going to be disappointed if they don't go to Tennessee. So.
Yes.
What else?
We better stop so we can upload. You're about to get anywhere. It was too long again.
I know, and we'll have to do it again. Yeah.
We don't have internet still. I need what did I say? I need Starlink.
Yeah, Paul said we could bring Starlink, and then
when your pastor says, "I have a Starlink,"
and I feel like it was one of those things where
you should slap yourself because I should have
said
like, yes.
And not just he's our friend. It's not just because he's our pastor, but he's our friend. But there was a part of it. I had just, you guys don't understand the packing nightmare that I'd already been through by the time he offered this up. And I was like, and it seemed like an expensive thing to have. And I'm like, what if we're gone during hurricane season and you need it? But like, I really wish we would have said yes to.
Oh man,
we could have just checked it.
I mean, he's only 6,000 miles away. Maybe we can just float it over. I don't know, but that's really sad.
Yeah. Well, if Anna comes, so if we can just get all the stuff done, Anna can come and we can.
True.
She'll probably stay next door.
So
I feel like I've talked Anna into the Tropicana or bust.
The things that wear on you day to day is we cook because it costs a fortune to eat out.
It's expensive to eat
dishes, doing dishes every day, and then filtering water is like it's like the chores you have to do. It's like we've gone back in time.
I did all the chores yesterday. Jeremy was in the depths, man. He's like, I'm just gonna go to the bar and put my head down on my desk, which he didn't really do, but that was kind of
there is a pool table
where he was. I was like, go ahead. Come back, please.
I walked into the bar and said, "Do you guys have any Johnny Cash you can play?" I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's one of the advantages if you're not. And then we don't really drink that much, but occasionally we'll need like a liquid courage vitamin. And one thing about staying at a hotel that has a restaurant and resort is that they're prepared for people to be around all the time, ordering things. So like at 9:00 at night, if you're like, I think I just need a Jack and Coke. you can take 14 steps, and that can be your life. So, all right, I think that's good.
All right, bye.
Love you.
Love you.